Heidi-ho, everyone. This is the Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. As always, I'm here to help you, the listener, with your problems, big or small. Let's go right to the old telephones. Hello, Mr. Obvious.
Is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hi, Mr. Obvious. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Uh-huh.
Let me just start by saying I really love your show, Mr. Obvious.
Well, that's just grand, and thank you for calling, sir. I appreciate it.
No, wait, Mr. Obvious?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a problem I wanted to talk to you about.
Of course, that's why I'm here, caller. Go ahead with your question.
Well, for several years now, my wife and I have been saving our money because we wanted to build a deck right off our living room there on the back of the house.
Oh, that is lovely. Nothing like a nice deck.
Oh, yeah, well, we've been skipping and saving. Finally saved enough so that we could afford to have that deck.
Wow, my congratulations to you, caller, once again. And I appreciate the fun.
No, here's the problem. Even though I'm pretty handy, I figured it was too big a job for me, so... Well, I took your advice, Mr. Obvious. Always call a professional.
Mm-hmm.
So I called some local contractors and had them come out and give me some estimates.
Oh, estimates. That's always a very good idea. One of my Mr. Obvious rules to live by.
I thought so, Mr. Obvious. Well, we picked a guy to do the work, and he really seemed to know his stuff, and he promised to get started right away.
Sounds like a self-starter, a real go-getter.
Well, sure, that's what I thought, but now I'm not so sure. I think we may have made a mistake.
Well, why is that, caller? What makes you say that?
Well, it's been several weeks now, and we still don't have a deck.
I'm
beginning to think this guy is incompetent.
Well, now, caller, have you talked to your contractor about your feeling?
Well, I tried to. I came home early the other day, talked to him, and his truck was in the driveway, but I couldn't find him anywhere. And finally, I went inside, and that's when I heard some noises coming from the bedroom.
The bedroom? That seems like an odd place to be working on your decks in the...
Well, yeah, that's what I thought, Mr. Obvious. So, well, I went upstairs, and there was the contractor, all right, and he was, he was naked.
Oh, my goodness. Not even wearing safety goggles, huh? Now, that sounds dangerous.
Well, yeah, Mr. Obvious, and here's the weird part. He was laying on top of my wife.
Uh-oh. Now, was she naked, too?
Naked as a jaybird, Mr. Obvious. And as you can imagine, I got pretty mad.
Certainly, yeah.
Well, I mean, since he was so far behind schedule already, I asked him what the heck was going on.
Well, caller, you're certainly within your rights, seeing how he works for you. Caller, is he being paid hourly or by the job?
By the job.
Oh, no, that's fortunate for you. That way you don't pay while he plays, of course. That's one of those Mr. Obvious rules to live by.
I give that a right on, Mr. Obvious. Anyway, Mr. Obvious, my contractor explains that he's lost his tape measure, and he's trying to find out how tall my wife is so he can have her lay down beside the boards that he's going to cut.
Really? Did you ask why they were naked at all? Did that come up, or...
Jeez, Mr. Obvious, I figured you'd know this. You can't get an accurate reading off somebody's height when they're wearing clothes. Even I know that.
I'm sorry?
Maybe it's their weight. Anyway, whatever. Well, the more I think about it, the madder I get. I feel like I should fire the guy.
Well, I can certainly see that. That would be within your rights.
And then just last week, I found him naked on top of my sister when he lost his plumb bob.
I see. That is unfortunate, caller.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what kind of contractor is that careless with his tools? I mean, if he keeps losing them, I may never get my deck finished.
Now, caller, I don't want to get too personal, but I'm afraid what's happening here is that your contractor, now follow me on this, your contractor
right,
is having an illicit affair.
Ooh, an affair? Like sex? You know, when he's married, he's having sex with somebody else?
I think so.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's with your wife, caller, and evidently with your sister, too.
What? So these stories about him losing his tape measure and his plumb bob, Mr. Obvious, you think he just made those up?
That'd be my guess, caller.
I never made the connection. But what you're saying is he may still be a good contractor.
Well, actually, I guess he could be.
So Mr. Obvious, you're saying maybe I was being a little hasty. Boy, is my face red. I feel like a real schmo.
Now, caller, don't be so hard on yourself. That sort of thing happens when we jump to conclusions without having all the facts.
Mr. Obvious, you're a lifesaver.
That's nice of you to say, and thanks for calling. Well, join us next time on the Mr. Obvious Show.